Hey. Oh, no one's in the chat room yet. So awesome. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. I'm letting you all come in, and then I'm gonna start the show. Come on in. Reality recaps. Just making sure I spelled the link right. Hi, everybody. Oh, hi, Princess Glammy. Hey, Songy. I'm letting everybody come in, and then I'm gonna start the show. So, Glammy, there's somewhere that you have to go on your thing to guest broadcast, and it puts you in the queue. So I hope you can figure that out. I have faith in ya. I'm going to wait one more minute, and then I'm going to start the show. But hi, Songy, and Jordan, and Screezy, and and Minnie Sarah, and Paper Towns, and Autumn, and Mary, and and Joseph, and Erin. Rear down, angel chick. Hi, everybody. All right, I think you guys... Rear down. I think you guys are all here. So let's start our super fun Bravo show. Here we... Hold on, I was very phlegmy on my show the other day. Oh, wait, one quick thing. If any of you guys know who won the prize on the Meg show or the Becky show, I'm looking for them. Okay, I won't be able to say that during the Bravo show, but here we go. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. And we are live, everybody. Welcome to a very special Bravo show that we're doing every single Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, covering all your favorite Bravo shows. If you guys are watching on YouTube, you can click on these buttons down here, thumbs up and subscribe. That really helps support our shows. If you're watching on iTunes, 5-star rating and a nice review. And of course, you guys know, become a patron if you want to help support our shows, yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. You get special Facebook group and special shows for patrons with John and I when we get enough of you. So we haven't had to worry about it yet. yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. Now, without further ado, speaking of John, here he is. Hi, John.
Hey, everybody. What's happening? Happy Monday.
What's with your selfie shirt?
Because it's all about me Monday. It's Selfie Comedy Jonah Monday.
It's Selfie Comedy Jonah Monday. I like it. I tried to find the douchiest New Jersey-ish shirt I could find. I just went with Hollister.
Well, I think this is something Teresa would wear to bed in prison, don't you?
Yeah.
It's all about her. Even in prison.
Actually, John, everyone's saying you're backwards. I don't know how to make you not backwards.
I think this is backwards, but when you take the picture...
Oh, see how dumb I am?
Hello.
Hi, cuties. All right, so, John, before we have to battle with Glammy to talk about Bravo, is there anything that you want to say before we bring Glams in? Is there any news?
No, I am excited we are back doing this. I know Glammy and I haven't had our tea time in a while, and it looks like we may be having our tea time on you now, moving forward, huh?
Exactly, everybody. So if you guys are a fan of John and Glammy's Bravo recap show, make sure you become a fan here. Become a fan. So, boop, I forgot become a fan. And then wait until Glammy gets on and then do the megaphone square up arrows. And then we'll show everybody. But yeah, I think John and Glammy are going to do this here from now on. Yay, John? Yes?
Yes.
Yay!
Love it.
Okay, perfect. And of course, hashtag YRRLive if you have any questions, and I'll pull them up. All right, it says Princess Glammy is ready. Oh, you look a fright, Glammy. And you look like you got a lot of headroom. It looks like you're on American Horror Story. I don't really know what's happening, but let's bring up...
spruce their hair up.
Let's bring up Glammy. There's like 50 feet of headroom on our Glams. Oh, wait, I gotta switch our view.
Oh, no, she's good. We gotta scooch her down.
Look, I don't know, I scooched us over and around. Look, Glammy's getting full screen. Hi, Glams, look, you're big.
Do you need me to turn this down?
Yeah, please. John, can you hear Glammy?
Where do I need to go?
No, John, you don't move, you're fine. But can you hear Glammy?
Yes, Eric, I can hear Glammy.
Okay, I can hear you both.
Okay, I'm surprised with all that room above your head that you can hear us.
What do you
Glammy.
want me to do? It's this shitty camera you bought me. It doesn't like going down.
We're all using the same one.
We're all using the same one, honey.
Your shitty PC.
Glammy, everybody in the chat room loves you. Is there a volume button I'm missing on your computer? Look, if you don't know how to use the volume button on your computer, I don't know how to help you at this point.
With who?
Okay.
Chat room.
After all this last year, you should be able to figure it out, Glammy. Come on.
No, not Glammy. Chat room wanted to know. Okay, yay! Okay, so now everybody, go. Glammy, look sexy. Everyone's gonna megaphone.
I'm chewing.
That's even better. Everybody, megaphone and square up arrow right now. All of us. Why am I the only one making faces?
Swallow and talk, Glammy. Swallow and talk.
Why only 5 people? Only 5 people have squared up arrowed, megaphoned. Come on, people, tweet out the world. Don't you want to know we're talking about Bravo? I know that Glammy's gonna have a lot to say this show. Is that Dixie Normus? Who's that? Oh, Dixie Normus. Ha ha ha! I got it. I thought it was a famous person. It's clearly a pun on the.
Hey, Glammy, smile because I'm trying to tweet this out.
Hold on.
You just look like you're taking a poo-poo.
Okay.
Smile.
Oh, wow. TeaV Tater says, we're here, now entertain us. Calm it down, TeaV Tater. Calm it down. We need to talk. We need to talk about last night's. We're going to start with last night's Real Housewives of New Jersey. And here's what I just want to say. All right, here's where I want to start. Do you guys believe that they have downsized? Are the Judices downsizing?
Juicy Joe, I want him to throw me, on budget, under budget party. That part, I was like, okay, so he's like doing people's gutters, and then throwing a fucking party. Not one, but 2, like the wake for his dad, plus, and the dress, and the diamond necklace, and the cars, and the shoes, and the Chanel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, downsizing. And I'm just wondering, I don't know in New Jersey, but I'm believing one of you guys has probably been there or lived there before. I'm talking to you, Eric. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're not supposed to make money off of the crimes you commit, correct? You're not supposed to be financially, you're not supposed to sell a book saying, hey, I was a mobster. You're not once you go to jail, federal prison.
Well, I think you're referring to the fact that Teresa's writing her diary and that there's...
the show. Who the fuck's getting paid for the show? I think it's Gia Inc. got paid by Bravo so they can hide their money that they're currently making off of Teresa being in jail.
They can still earn money. They just can't... He can't get like a regular job because he's a convicted felon.
Off of crime.
He's open as a felon to Bravo, so he can't earn money. Like when you fill that thing out in the application, you can still earn a wage.
Giselle's got it right. You cannot profit from a crime that you're convicted from. They are profiting off of the crime. She's in jail.
He's on a reality show that's talking about things that have happened to him.
He's talking to his in jail wife.
I can't.
You've seen Mob Wives, haven't you? They talk about Karen Graciano and what her father's done. I mean, they're making money.
But you don't hear him talking.
We hear you talking.
He's
but
dead?
Let me tell. Look. Let me say this. I really enjoy that both of you are so clearly anti-Teresa. Since I had to get rid of the overlay, let me just remind everyone, you can send Teresa Army, you can send your hate tweets to @ComedyJonah and @PrincessGlammy. Just know that I do love Teresa.
I do too, but you shouldn't, the show, fuck's sake, okay.
Use your words.
I laughed. I cried. Melania needs a good spanking. Sorry. Melania's a hot mess.
Listen, Melania, when her uterus matures, she's going to have a baby, and she's going to hand the baby to her parents and go, take care of this fucking kid. I'm going to the Jersey Shore with my boyfriend. She's insane.
She's going to be on the Jersey Shore, the next generation. That's what it's going to be. I'm sorry, Melania's a hot mess.
Making Snooki look like Mother Teresa.
Yeah, maybe Snooki. Oh, did you hear that Snooki's supposedly going on Real Housewives of New Jersey?
Oh, please.
I was like, what? Because she's a mother, and she's, I don't know. I mean, what's her real name? Nicola?
Nicole Snooki?
LaGuerna33 in the chat room says it came out today that they were fighting foreclosure, but it was denied.
Who is fighting the foreclosure?
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, I told you what they said. All the information I have. I don't have any more information.
Eric is reading the news. Eric's like a newscaster. He's reading the questions. He's reading the news.
So they are going to eventually downsize because they're going to be locked out of the house, basically.
Just like when you forge federal documents, you have to go to prison.
No, you go to country club and go to the spa. It's like the med spa, as per Joe said. Which kind of made me go, I want to go to jail. I mean, I want yoga classes for free.
Yeah. Listen. It's really tough there. It's like a low budget spa. Like the cucumbers are canned that are on our eyes. They're not organic. Mm-hmm. You know, it's tap water. It's not spring water. It's a living hell, Glammy, and you and I would barely survive.
And first of all, I disagree with both of you. I disagree with both of you. They are downsizing. If you looked at our Juicy Joe, that episode, he wore the same outfit 3 times on 3 different days and then repeated it on Watch What Happens Live.
Okay, I saw that too. However, you go back to when George Michael was George Michael, and he only wore black Versace t-shirts with blue Versace jeans every single day for like 3 years, and that's all he bought. £100 a t-shirt. So maybe Juicy Joe has more than one.
He's wearing the same thing. He's a monkey.
He is.
He can't dress himself.
And I wish I would have gotten screen grabs for it. I want to appoint somebody an official screen grabber for us. But, Glammy, counterpoint, you let me know when Juicy Joe is Versace, and then I'll let him wear the same outfit.
No, that would be Gorga. That's Gorga. Gorga's, he likes his Versace. Talking about Gorga, can we just skip ahead and then we'll skip backwards again? What did you think of Watch What Happens Live when Andy Cohen said... So, Joe Gorga, do you blame Joe, Judici, Juicy, whatever the fuck he's calling himself this week, for your sister being in jail? And Joe says yes. And then Juicy Joe turns around and blames Gorga. That it was Gorga that put the pen in her hand and made her sign the fucking thing. I mean, what? How did Joe get blamed?
First of all, it didn't happen right away. The wheels started turning in his head for a good 30 seconds. Then he had to interrupt Andy to bring it back up. But, yeah, clearly that whole thing was at each other. Clearly
because Teresa had no idea what was going on. What a joke. You don't understand. We're all in relationships. You don't know what's going on financially with your spouse? Really? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Come on, this is a joke. Teresa still has not owned her shit yet. And that's the only thing that bothers me about her. She doesn't fucking own it.
This is stress.
Maybe she'll own it.
Yeah, my tweet last night was that awkward moment on Watch What Happens Live. That was all I said. I mean, because I think Melissa, they went straight to a commercial because I thought Andy was going to shit his pants on live TV. He did not know what to do. Joe Gorga looks like, motherfucker, you just put us back 5 years with that comment. And it was like, and let's go to a break. And I was like, oh my God, is Joe even going to be on the set when they come back? I mean, Gorga, I thought he was off.
I love me some Juicy Joe, first of all. Mm-hmm. And what I found was interesting with him, because even Ball, I like him, was when 8th grade graduating, what's her name? Gia said, I'm not really close to my uncle and aunt. And it's like, what happened? Do we know what happened? Why is it?
I'll watch What Happens Live as well, and it was like no real answer.
But it didn't answer my question.
Yeah, I have the answer. I don't know what the big mystery is here. Okay, number one, I loved when my precious Melissa, who I love, when the caller tried to attack her and was like, Melissa, have you gone to the jail yet? And then Melissa was like, nope, no, we haven't. Actually, Juicy Joe shut that down with no, I haven't. But you know, Melissa was given devil eyes at Joe Gorga because she was like, hey, dickface, why aren't you saying I'm not on the list? Because Teresa, who I love and is a mature adult, she
allegedly
Find the papers.
She did not put Melissa on the list. That is why Melissa did not go to the jail, number one. Why doesn't Melissa show up at the house? Because they're not filming and she's not getting airtime out of it.
That's true.
It's something I would say if I didn't like her.
Maybe
allegedly Eric likes Teresa. Allegedly, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. I do.
He allegedly likes the cast. All of them. They're all allegedly fabulous.
I love them all. Since you two hate them, I'm going to love them. Rihanna London says, Melissa is cool people, and I hate that she's not always treated so nicely.
It says tested.
I know what it says. I'm auto-correcting.
Now, well, aren't the Laritas, is that their names? The Laritas?
The Laritas.
Aren't they going through the same kind of thing right now? With her husband kind of borrowing a little bit of money that he wasn't supposed to borrow? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Blackwater.
Yeah. And
those who live in glass houses should not be throwing anything. Paper towels, nothing, because it's going to come back and bite you in the butt.
None of them are. I want to know if the cousin, Rosie's sister, has gone and seen her, or is she in the kitchen baking, cream puffs still. I love Rosie.
Yes.
I love Rosie.
No, Rosie's sister, Kathy, you mean, right?
Yeah.
No, she's not gone. There's no way she's fucking gone. No way.
Yeah.
Look, I did my research last night. Not one of them responded to the allegations of nobody's visited Teresa, except for Melissa, who tweeted out and said, Teresa didn't put me on the list, that's why I haven't gone. And then somebody tweeted Jacqueline and went, wow, I can't believe Jacqueline's being really quiet on Twitter during this. And Jacqueline just replied with, hear no evil, see no evil.
Stop. Shut up, please.
That was her only reply about it.
I watched, right before the whole show aired, I watched the finale of last year. And I'm still trying to figure out why the fuck was Jacqueline crying and sobbing in somebody's kitchen at the sentencing. Like, she tried her damnedest to save them. And then she's making up this fake-ass text that I believe Teresa responded with TeaV. And I just don't understand why Jacqueline's sobbing and crying like there's, besties. Because they don't speak to each other. So...
Yeah, I don't understand why you don't know how to tilt your camera down. But Sean M. in the chat room.
Maybe Jacqueline has Tourette's. I don't know.
Oh, there we go. Oh, you're so close. Hey, Spring Curl. That's definitely better. Spring Curl says, I love how Joe Gorga stated Teresa is learning so much with all the lawyers and accountants in prison.
I know. I was like, I want to go to jail because I want to hang out with people that are intelligent. I mean, the whole place, I want to know which politician she's actually hanging out with. You know, can we name some female politicians that are in jail with her right now? Because I'd love somebody to Google it, please.
Martha?
She's out now. Maybe she wasn't a politician. Maybe Martha left her cookbook there, and maybe Teresa's going to start stealing things.
Yeah. Hello?
805 Caroline in the chat room is throwing shade by saying Jacqueline got plastic surgery to deal with her son's autism diagnosis.
Listen, I nearly had fucking Botox because of that whole storyline. So, because.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, Glammy's frozen. Hurry, John, what were you saying?
Seriously.
Is she coming back?
No. Go. What were you
I
saying
said
about?
Jacqueline and Ashley got it at the same time, didn't they?
Yes. Yes, they
Didn't
did.
you get their neck done, John, like what you did last weekend, like a few weekends ago, the neck thing?
Did you get your neck done a few weekends ago, John?
You know, the whatever. When you got the I love somebody tattooed off your arm, take it off. No, wasn't you that did that?
Crafty Chick says there's prison cookbooks, 101 ways to make toilet hooch.
Toilet hooch. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh, did you hear the part that apparently Teresa's covering her ears when the girls are having sex with each other?
Yeah, if by covering your ears you mean diddling her hole, then sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
I would
And
cover my
this
ears.
week, apparently next week she
I
gets
don't want to hear women have sex.
Well, I'm not even going there. Next week, apparently, Gia sends a
You,
tweet
Glennie?
out. What?
I said, when you cover your ears, you don't want to hear women have sex, do you?
I don't care. I'm fine with women having sex. As long as my husband's watching with me, I have no problem. It's fine.
Thumbs up, Glennie. Thumbs up.
Anyway, as I was saying, Gia apparently sends a tweet, and then it suddenly gets real for Teresa, that she has to squat and cough and stuff like that. Bet she didn't see that one coming, huh?
Like
And
how?
Teresa, Judice. What should they got up there? Cookbook?
Now, look, Glammy, I'm gay. I'm going to assume John is, so you're going to have to be the expert on this. Now, when I heard this story, I was confused, because obviously the squat and the cough and the looking around is implying that there is somehow a cell phone hidden inside of her. So, are you telling me that a girl's hoo-hoo is big enough to stick a cell phone? Like, look, like the 6S? Like, that's going up there?
I would probably say it was an old flip phone, possibly.
Okay.
But if she's had 4 kids, vaginally, she's probably
Ooh. Old.
she could probably get the 6S Plus up there.
Oh.
I think the camera went off.
Okay, since you two boys are apparently, allegedly gay,
Right?
what size of fist can you get up your ass? Just asking.
You can set the camera to take a bunch of pictures and give
I
yourself...
heard people like Richard Gere can get
Colonoscopy.
gerbils up their butt, so come on. Cell phone would be nothing.
Those are smaller.
And that's racist.
Not that wide.
Giselle said there's 3 holes, Eric. That's right. I did learn that there was 3 holes.
There are, but that third hole, Giselle, it's
know.
not going.
I
There's
learned
nothing
that
going up there.
Right. A Nokia flip phone will fit, says Trek Lord. Let's not ask how he knows.
Are the holes different
Listen,
sizes, or are they all the
Caroline,
same?
my kids were 8.5 pounds. She could take she could go to Verizon and get an entire fleet of phones. She could take an iPad in for her. 8.5 pounds, iPad. Perfect.
8.5 pounds. Yeah, but that's when you're pregnant and you're dilating. Girls don't walk around with it that big all the time. Then everything would
Have
just
you
be
never seen like porn movies where girls get like I don't know, baseball bats up there and stuff? No? No.
No, I don't watch porn movies with girls. Sorry, I don't. I must have missed it. Okay, now what do we think about Gia this episode? Because I was never a Gia fan. I never really liked her at all.
I used to be.
And now I love her.
I can't
Why?
stand the sight of the child.
What do you like her? What do you like about her?
With the whole, I'm a Zolciak in training with the hair.
How would you react if
How
your
much makeup does a 13-year-old need?
Okay, I'm sorry. And now I'm not just saying this to disagree, but let's just point out that she's been forced onto reality TV for the past 5 years of her life. Her parents are felons. Her mother is in prison, missing every single event. Her father's going next and going to miss the next 4 years of her life.
Right.
She's in 8th grade and a teenager. She should have turned to drugs right about now, but it seems to me at least she's holding her family together. So
Probably because all the money they're making off of Bravo right now is Gia Incorporated, and all the checks go to her. So she's not doing drugs. Okay? They're funneling the money into Gia's account.
Well,
I've done drugs for less reasons.
well, look,
no.
I'm letting you know I don't see anybody in the chat room agreeing with either of you.
I
Vic
think
or
people are saying Gia is a precious child and she needs to be living elsewhere. I don't think she should be on the show at all.
Who said?
Well, I think honestly, it's sad. She's grown up so much. She's had to grow up. Look at her parents, for God's sakes. And
Excuse me. Stop.
Hello. She can't sit there and say, "Oh, Susie, I can't go to your sleepover because I'm visiting my mom in prison again." You want to come to prison, Susie? And maybe you can get a picture with us and the family. I mean, it's sad. It's so
You want to know what's sad? Hello. Sad. Father dead, 10 years old, in a plane crash. Then alcoholic mother. Sorry, I can't do shit with you guys. I'm trying to keep my mother alive. Oh, they're both dead. I don't get to see them after 18 months. So, and I was 10. And I didn't turn to drugs. I turned to you guys. So, but you know.
You were ladies of London.
What?
Who are we talking about?
Me! You were talking about me!
Wait, what was it again? You were in a plane crash?
Yeah, what, Glammy?
This is like a Daniel Steele's book. What happened?
Okay, my father was killed in a plane crash when I was 10. Okay. I didn't turn to drugs. Then my mother turned into an alcoholic because she couldn't deal with the shit. And I'm okay apart from I turned and hung out with you guys.
Well, no one's had to text you.
When I was 13, I was not wearing makeup like that. Sorry.
Glammy, how much are you drinking right now?
Ginger ale.
Just ginger ale? There's nothing in it.
Mm-hmm.
Gin.
Okay.
Do you know everyone is saying here? Everybody's with me on this. Everyone.
Okay, Sword Owner Shady says, Gia belongs on the show. Just because her mom is a nutcase doesn't mean she shouldn't be on the show. Giselle, Rain London says, I remember when Gia was like 6 or 7 on the first episode fighting over lip gloss. Gia came a long way. So far I'm not seeing anybody agreeing with you, Glammy. But
see, I loved the Gia in the fashion show, right? That Andy played all the time on Watch What Happens Live.
No, I'm not in the UK and I'm not drunk, so thanks, Banks OC.
No, she's not.
I'm not. I'm actually in Florida, so there you go.
Yeah, all good, Daddy. Whatever.
Giselle does say that Gia and those other gremlins are mirror images of their parents. Havoc to ensue soon.
Oh, just running around with those little foreheads.
Well, did we notice? I only noticed this for the first time last night. One of the kids is blonde, or blonder than the other girls. They're all very dark features. There's 4 little kids.
One of these kids are an affair. 100%. I
know
the one
that kid. It's like the postman's little one or something. She's adorable, but who is she?
I always think that was a cousin. Really? That's a kid too?
No, that's a kid. They're all like short, a little bit of meaty because they're Italian, dark skin, dark hair.
Like, yes, the little blonde one's nice. Yes, I do agree.
It's like, hi, I'm thin and blonde. My mom didn't have an affair at all. I'm totally
kind of the Kardashian of the group. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Leslie E., not Armenian, Italian.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
And Lagueria33 says, Gia was bad like Melania. She is just growing up a little. What happened to her music group? Yeah, do you remember when she used to do the slutty music songs?
That was fun.
She'd be like,
that was just a couple months ago.
Carolyn 805 says, Joe's mom is blonde.
Oh.
Look, if the curtains don't match the drapes, I'm not buying it.
Oh, please, nobody's drapes match the curtains these days.
Okay, Grandpa.
Most people don't have the part down there anymore.
Yeah,
some people don't have curtains.
And some people don't have drapes. And some people don't have drapes.
I don't see.
Yes. No one is crazy like Melania. I agree. Jordan wants to know, do we know how old Gia is? Glammy, that seems like something you might know.
14. 13 or 14.
Children.
Oh, yeah, duh. 13, 14.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The blonde one is the Chloe, correct. She was trying to raise money. What was she trying to raise money for?
I think a music video. To do a music video?
So wait, you're telling me, let's back this up now. If I were to have a kid, I can put all money in their name and then you don't have to pay taxes on it?
You have to pay taxes on it, of course you do.
Oh, then who the hell cares?
But if you're hiding your income from the IRS because you owe the IRS money or banks money or you have liens against you, you put it in your kid's name. Or a family member's name, or somebody you trust, they will give you it back.
Okay, so moral of the story, everyone.
But whoever's name
and this is just a complete and utter made-up thing on my part. I mean, if I was going to be a criminal, that's what I would do.
Yeah, moral of the story.
That's a very good one.
Criminals out there, you need to go reproduce some more and lessen your load.
It'd be easy just to change your identity and attack that name.
Mm-hmm. Lego Mego K says, yes, Gia had a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe for her video.
Yeah, it was a video or something. And I don't know if she ever made the money.
Giselle says, if your parents both go to jail for fraud, what does their 16-year-old get for a car? Giselle will be a Benz or a Beamer. What did you...
Yeah, Flintstone mobile.
Well, it depends on what Uncle Joe Gorga buys her.
If he shows up, if the cameras are rolling.
Of course.
Big Bro Dauncey wants to know, how come Glammy gets the big screen? Because she's the lady, and the ladies first.
She's a lady.
She's a lady.
That's what they tell me anyway.
She fills it up nicely.
Yeah. Normally, we thought we were going to have more cleavage, but whatever. I thought...
in her tracksuit. Your Florida wife tracksuit.
I'm wearing this is pajamas. I didn't get dressed up for you guys.
Oh.
That's so sweet.
Banks OC.
We write that down for the next time.
Banks OC. I think Bravo feels bad for putting their family in the spotlight. Do you guys remember all the cash scenes from season 1? Let me just stop you right there, Banks. No television network ever feels bad for exploiting anyone. They're a television network, okay? It's a ring of hell.
It is.
I don't know what selfie has to do with it, or are you just touching your nipples, John?
Giselle.
Oh.
To clarify.
To clarify.
Pay attention to the people in the chat room.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes, it does. OGs, they were called like 3K or 4K, as in carats or diamonds, but the group was a flop.
Oh.
It was. It was definitely a flop. I think that, did you not think it was weird, the whole memorial service for his dad? Because here's the thing. It's kind of like that was clearly an afterthought. Teresa planned this whole entire party for the kid. And apparently, from jail. And apparently Joe was like, oh, hell to the no, we're going to do my dad's memorial. Now, what was weird was that we saw literally the entire town was there for the prom, but the only people that could manage to waddle over to the memorial was Joe and his brother.
And the brother.
Does that not make sense to anybody else?
I love the clink of the wine bottle onto the...
it's actually into the ground as part of the memorial. I mean, at first I thought that he'd actually burned his dad there. I thought, literally at first I thought, my God, there's a grave there. They've put the man in the backyard. Then I realized, oh, wait a minute, there's seating and this is just a memorial to him. This is where he collapsed and died. But I felt kind of bad for Joe. I
felt bad for him too.
I think it's Peter, Paul, somebody, the brother.
Pete.
Joe 4 years ago when he was trying to keep up with the Joneses and see how bad he felt.
Yeah. Look, I'm agreeing with you. I think it was horrible that nobody in that party, not even, like, Gia didn't go outside, not the other parents.
Gia did ask if, Gia did say, can I come? And then, at the beginning when they were planting the tree, the kids all went down. But then later on, it was just the two brothers with some beer and I believe some rain.
Like, you just know that Juicy Joe, was in the driveway trying to divert people to the memorial for the scene. He was like, come over here, let's walk past the memorial. We got to gather for this scene. Damn it if my wife is going to control this show from in prison. I swear to God I'm going to have some say. And I'm sorry. I'm not believing that we're so in love and I love you and I learned so much. I don't think they like each other.
I don't know if they like each other. Somebody asked last night, Joe, do you think Teresa will wait for you?
He's like,
yeah, I don't know.
I hope so.
I find it very interesting because, you learn something new every day. Joe can only go every 2 weeks because he's a felon. What?
No, go ahead. What were you saying?
Do you think that Teresa will move to Italy if Joe is
not
deported?
A fucking chance. No. Not unless they translate all of her cookbooks and suddenly it's the Real Housewives of Milan.
If they translate all of her what?
Cookbooks into Italian. And the Italians are not going to buy Italian cookbooks because they already know how to fucking cook Italian. So she'd have to do like the American.
Now, the Italians that I know from Italy look very different than the New Jersey Italians. Yeah.
No, it's a completely different place.
Yeah.
It's a totally different.
I think they might give her the boot.
Look,
as the country.
Very, very funny.
Okay.
Yeah, she'd be Sicily. Kick.
Yeah, I shaped like a boot. It was not funny. Look, here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say about it. Why would Joe want his whole family to have to uproot for him? What a douche dad if he was like, I'm going to pull all my kids out of school, away from all of their friends because I committed fraud. Now you all have to come with us. No, D-bag. You're going by yourself. You've been exiled. Have fun.
I disagree with you.
Well, you're an idiot.
But they're married.
I'm not an idiot. Bye, Daddy. We'll never see you again. Bye-bye.
They can visit. You know those
things. Should go with their father.
You know, there's this thing called airplanes now.
Yeah, it's expensive when you go all the time.
Well, that's okay.
Every weekend, like they're seeing Mommy.
Gia has a lot of money from these shows.
Oh, yeah. Her GoFundMe really did well on her carrots and potatoes band. Whatever.
Giselle said...
Oh yeah, I'm looking at Giselle too. I'm looking at it going,
I love a real question.
Go ahead, Glammy. What did she say?
She wants to know if there's conjugal visits in prison, and they said no. And I don't believe it for a second. I think he's banging her. Well, actually, he's not allowed to go near her because they're both felons, so they're not allowed to touch. They're only allowed to go.
Watch what happens live. No, they're not.
They're not allowed to touch. That's why they can't.
So I'm telling you right now that Joe. DJ is going to be finding himself a new Teresa when he goes in. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
What a long-haired Italian boy.
Yeah.
Look, I got different for guys, Glammy. We can just do, and we're done. We don't see.
Have you watched Oz? Seriously, did you ever watch Oz?
It's like a tender swipe.
Tender
swipe.
I don't watch Oz. No, I don't.
Well, you need to watch Oz, and then you come back to me about Boys in Prison. Okay.
Oh, I did.
Well, is he going to go to the bad prison or is he going to go to the spa prison like Teresa's in?
Well, it depends on what's in the contract. It depends on what Bravo negotiate, I guess.
Right?
Oh, that's a good point. I'm just saying prison doesn't look so bad the way it's being described.
Oh, no, Teresa. I was like, God damn, free yoga classes. And, and this is, they're like this.
From yoga.
Okay, Mommy. Sorry, Mommy's going where? Honey, I gotta go to my exercise class. I'll see you later. She doesn't have to get in the car to go to the gym anymore. She just walks down the hallway and it's all there for her.
She gets all of our meals given to her.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even little Gina said, Mommy looks arrested. She doesn't have bags under her eyes anymore.
Yeah.
Probably been a nice vacation for her.
Seriously.
And Mommy's writing a book.
stay in front of the big rolling ball. Like, I can just imagine like the big boulder, like in Indiana Jones, and she's staying in front of it, trying not to get squashed. She got squashed. She's in prison.
Megan Harley, one day she's going to tell me if I'm ever saying her last name correctly, says Luke Perry had a full frontal.
Yes, he did. You watch it.
Yeah, that's a goodie. What's the guy on Law and Order, too?
Chris Maloney. Christopher Maloney.
Brought to you by the letters W, T, and F, says Leslie.
I gotta defrost those sausages in the freezer.
Look, seriously, that was just disgusting, the chiseling of the sausage.
So let's wrap this up because we have other things to talk about, like another housewives show.
Yeah, well, what else do we want to talk about from Real Housewives of Jersey?
Housewives of Orange County.
Oh, I want to talk about Atlanta and Sheree being back.
Okay, hold on. So, chat room has nothing else about Jersey. John,
I have nothing about Jersey except I feel sorry for those girls, and I wish their parents would own their take responsibility for what they did, and sit down and say, "Girls, what mommy and daddy did was horrible, and we are so, so sorry." Period. And I'll become fans again.
Okay, wait, hold on 1 second. So, is John and I echoing, or Glammy's echoing? I'm confused. Glammy, talk.
I'm not echoing now. I was, but I'm not anymore.
Well, okay, so let's get Atlanta out of the way really quick, because it's not on. So, what's the Atlanta news, John? Sheree is coming back? That's the Atlanta news?
Sheree and Kim Fields is on it as well. They have a trailer out.
Is my girl coming back? The one
Kenya?
who fought with... No, the other one. Claudia.
Yes, I think she is coming back, actually.
Is Claudia back?
Yeah.
I think she's back as a friend, but I don't think she's back.
But she's back on the show at some point.
All right, good, because I love her. All right,
Sheree's not back full time at the moment, but she may be, depending on how the story she creates plays out.
All right, well, we'll talk more about Atlanta when Atlanta comes on. Let's move over to OC, and I want to know from the chat room, does Brooks have cancer or not? John, I'll start with you. Does Brooks have cancer?
No.
No, he does not. Glammy, does Brooks have cancer?
At this moment in time?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think he may have had it a few months before filming, and they decided to make it a storyline for this year. Just to guess.
You are disgusting.
Brooks is the disgusting human being. He had it, and it wasn't that bad, and it was cramp in his side, and he blew it all up.
Oh, how dare you accuse Vicky of lying? What do you think, that before the season started, Vicky just sat around and was like, gosh, everybody hates Brooks. We need to come up with some sort of a story that's going to make America love him. Is that what you think our Vicky would do?
Vicky's the new Jesus Christ on the cross.
No, that's
Isn't that what the finale's going to show us?
That's Tamra.
Okay. I don't think she lied right. I think he has cancer.
You're going to have lying.
Went into remission before they started shooting the season, and then they kind of because he said he was in Mississippi or something getting chemo, and then he did it, and then he got results back saying that it had failed or something. I don't think he has it right now. I think he may be in remission now. I don't know, but the timeline doesn't gel correctly.
What just doesn't add up is that he hasn't gone above and beyond to really figure out what's going on with him. I mean, even like Jill Zarin said, I don't understand why he hasn't gone to the Mayo Institute, all those big places with cancer to figure out what is the best diagnosis.
His body is right.
That's in Heather's product,
God, that was embarrassing.
Was to flush out and add some oxygen to your system.
It's his body and his choice, and if he doesn't want to reveal his treatment plan to both of you, he does not have to, and I believe him.
Allegedly.
No, I believe him. Hold on. Look, I have the doctor's note right here. Brooks has cancer. Says Brooks
my God, you and Vicky are going to hell now.
Tonight says
wait, I'm Tamara. That's a big word. I can't read it. Could you hold it up again?
It's the word has. It's has. H-A-S.
But it's all jumbled together. I don't know if words are supposed to be that big, Eric.
Well,
I don't know if that's a real legitimate document, lab document.
Seriously. When she's like, I don't know how to read medical reports. You don't know how to read words, Tamara? You don't know how to read words on paper?
That's a big word. A long word.
Can I just say, wait. I actually got my husband to read the screen cap to me. Okay. The whole thing, where all the letters were just jumbled together. And he read it like that, because he deals with that every single day. Look. So he said that was a transcript that no patient should have ever got, but he's seen things like that himself. Okay,
that's not true at all. I have dealt with many medical issues, and that is a
You're more qualified.
Claim. We have gotten many of those letters. It's a breakdown from what will be
testing was.
So I've had a lot of those letters is my point. That being said, you don't need, to be a genius to figure them out. Yes, it would help if you've had a lot of letters like that. However, again, if you know English, you know what words say. That's what
I just said. My husband read it in 2 seconds. He read it straight off the bat.
We're not talking about your husband! We're talking about Tamara! Oh my God!
Tamara's an idiot! Why are we discussing this? I thought we were talking about it as a normal human being.
I didn't use drugs. Talking about shows, Glammy.
I thought we were talking about, could we read the letter?
No. We're talking about Tamara's inability to grasp concept clues. So, it says, Brooks has cancer called hemoglobin in his abdomen. In his abdomen. She's like, well, that big word in the middle confused me, so I just don't know what the whole rest of this document means then.
I'm Team Brianna Two-Track, Lord. I'm sorry. Brianna knew there was something shit. I think Vicky's going to get back together with Dawn, so there you go. Or Michael's father.
Dawn. I miss him.
I miss Dawn too, and guess what? He had cancer too. Is there something in Vicky?
Vicky causes cancer.
Is she like radiation? She's radiated.
By the way, Vicky might
come on. Oh my God, that's so bad.
Vicky might come on this show at some point, and I heard she's going to be watching one. So, hi, Vicky.
Can it get through the camera? I just want to have the radiation get through the camera.
Sure, you get through the camera. Oh my God.
Okay, so let's talk about the show. So we have, what do we think of Megan Edmonds being basically a stalker?
Hot.
And calling up the clinic and saying, hi, my name is Megan and I have cancer. Do you do PET scans?
Yeah, she's going to call Vicky out, which is ridiculous.
But you don't have to call up and pretend you're cancer.
Her interview hair with the rope thing with the bad wig. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
This sort of shit. This sort of shit.
Oh, that thing. Right.
Megan has...
Mammy's modeling.
Look up.
Look at the screen.
Just look at her hair. Did you see her hair?
The pink one? Oh, God. What are you doing? Yes! Hello! We just did the reenactment while you were on the computer.
Bad. You don't have a wig, though. Look how bad the wig is.
Let me have a look. I don't have a wig.
I love it. Megan, you are looking hot.
I thought she was an Amanda Zuckerman fan.
In the interviews. Ha-ha. Trivia for you.
What?
Oh, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying that's a wig and she has the pink hair under that?
Yes.
How do you know that?
Because did you see it on the internet?
No.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Actually, I can't do that. Forget it.
It's a wig. Don't you? Come on. We've watched Atlanta for how many seasons? We know what a wig is.
Well, someone needs to snatch it then. Someone needs to
We've watched it all yet. We know what a wig is.
Well, the chat room's agreeing. They think it looked awful.
Yes.
Shady says, I think it's great. Megan is trying to get down to the truth. Thank you, Shady.
No.
And the truth is, Vicky would never lie. Neither would Brooks.
That's why they're still together.
I feel bad for Jim Edmonds because he's obviously batting for the other team and he keeps marrying these hot girls to look straight or whatever he does for a living. Remember we tried to figure out, John, what he did for a living and it was like the stick and the ball thing? And does Eric know where he works? Anyone can tell us where... That Jim Edmonds, Jim, the husband, where does he work? John and I couldn't figure out a few months ago. He's a football player?
Baseball.
It's the stick and the bat one. See, John, we were on the right track.
You didn't know he played baseball? Like, I knew he played baseball.
I knew his name was Jim and Edmonds because her name is Megan Edmonds. There you go.
Giselle is saying he plays for the Cardinals, and another point, Giselle says what really makes her sad about all of this is that Megan's husband's ex, who is dying on her deathbed, which we also know she now has passed away, has her daughter left with Megan.
Yeah, that's a pretty...
Fair.
I mean, this is what I don't get. She's a stepmom, and she's been married to them at this point for like 4 months. And wouldn't you I don't know, maybe it's just me because I wouldn't do it, but if my ex-husband was dying of cancer and I was getting my kids backwards and forwards to his house, I'd put my wedding off just for a few months until he passed away and my kids could be with their dad. Why have a big wedding and introduce a new person to their life? I don't get that.
Every time Glammy goes off on a story, I have to try and figure out if she is talking about her own life or if I've forgotten something on the show.
Welcome to my world.
See, what he's getting. The regular, normal, undrugs people get me.
Huh, Glammy? What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, chat room is agreeing with Glammy. She's married and moved on. Look, I like Megan, and I think she really is a sincere person. And I think she really wants to be a good mom, and I don't know why so many people hate her. This one is for real, unlike the other time. I really do think Megan's a good
She's
person.
not. Shannon, I love Shannon Bador. Shannon.
I love Shannon Bador. Shannon Bador is my favorite person on the show. I'm sorry.
My favorite person. I just love her. I love the interview with her and her husband on Watch What Happens Live. They're one-on-one with Andy. I love that. Megan, no, I don't. Her relationship is ridiculous. She's ridiculous. She acts like she's the daughter's friend and not her stepmom, and she's so young and can't even buy a vase without permission. So, not impressed.
The whole world around them has cancer. Everybody has cancer. The kid just needs a friend.
The sun never sets in Orange County. It's called melanella or whatever it's called.
Look.
What did you call it? Melanella? It's melanoma.
Milli Vanilli?
Melanoma.
I'm pissed off at David Bador because he doesn't understand. Like he's like, okay, so I slept with a woman for like a year. Get the fuck over it and stop crying about it, Shannon. Stop crying.
I think that girl's been trying to get on the Real Housewives.
That's what Shannon and David said.
Becca Romaine said it on Watch What Happens Live the other night with Jill Zarin that couple's following around Orange County because they're trying to get on the show. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I believe it. Rebecca Romaine.
And his eyes went like this. Ooh. What's their number? I mean, he was like, storyline.
No.
Are you people drinking stupid juice? Obviously. Obviously, anybody that is weaseling their way into the life of any main character of a housewife is trying to get on the show. Is that actually news? What? I can't hear you. Is it news?
It is when you start sleeping with the husband to try and get on the show. Normally, you're just ladies.
I'm just annoyed at both of you for liking, what's her name? Bajor. Now that means I have to not like her. But let me just say, if I was liking her, I would say, oh my god, I totally love her. She's completely grown on me, and I love her now. And she's the funniest person on the show. Unfortunately, I hate her, and stop crying about your stupid husband's affair. You forgive him or you didn't, and nobody wants to watch you crying over for the rest of the season. Get over
Spring
it.
curls. I love spring curls. Spring curls are so
the most real spring curls.
Now, can we talk about Heather Dubrow's tiny little white trailer that she's building?
Wait, what did you say?
Heather Dubrow's double white trailer that she's building? I mean, that tiny little Motel 6 bedroom.
Heather's house is like my dream.
Oh my gosh, Heather's house is crazy.
It is the most pretentious fucking disaster ever. She's got a freaking bedroom for the luggage.
It's not the house for size, whatever. It's close.
Size totally matters. I was like, it's only 25,000 square feet, and every episode.
I want a luggage room.
He drops every episode. Oh, it's only 110,000 over budget for the cabinets, or 7,000 for the sink for the dog's water bowl. I mean, for fuck's sake, the woman is. And I love how she sits there and says, "Listen, my Hawaii 5-0 money, that one episode I did, paid for all of this." You know, like.
Yeah, no, it didn't, honey. No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
I have a luggage room. This is. You know, I like to provide. Energy saving? What is the word I'm looking for? Cost saving tips for people. If you guys too want a luggage room, just get out a piece of paper and write luggage room and stick it on one of your doors and tell your friends you have a luggage room. You're welcome.
Sparklies. It is Lab Shine Diamond Collection.
Color to your lab document, and I can't read that either.
I don't know. Can you see this? I want to know what this is. It's Lab Shine.
Lab Shine? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, Lab Shine.
Whatever, drag queen.
Wait. Here's what else I want to say very quickly, and then I know what Glammy needs to tell John.
Sephora.
I thought it was very funny when Heather Dubrow said, I find this baptism very interesting, you know, Catholicism, being forgiven for all of your sins. And then she was like, unlike us Jews, we go the opposite way. You're never forgiven and you never forget.
And do you see her? She's the one that Tamara hands the Bible to. And she's like, at least it's got pink on it. How cute. I mean, I was like, oh dear. It was like handing Lisa Vanderpump a cat. You know, she's like, ooh! I just didn't know what to do with it. But tonight looks like fun. We get into a big fight, you know, and Vicky gets... But I don't think it's a cross.
Yes, Glammy. Totally, I agree with that. I didn't hear what you said. Hold on. I'm trying to fix my
Frank, what are you doing?
Okay. Sorry.
And,
go ahead.
Well, Trekler's asking, what about the fact that Heather knew about David's affair but said nothing?
Well, they all acted like they knew.
It's none of their business.
Like, I know about John's affair. You don't hear me splattering that all over the internet. John, hello, everybody in the chat room knows I'm having an affair with the guy at Burger King. Nobody's calling my husband. You don't do
Well,
that.
here's something you guys have all forgotten. Before last season, the first season that Shannon came on, Tamara went on like the whole media thing. And she actually said that one of the housewives was making up fake marriage problems just so she could get lots of airtime and cause lots of problems for everybody else. And Tamara's sitting there last week saying, and I never said anything to anyone, just like Heather. I remember reading the fucking articles. It was all over the press. I couldn't wait to see who this lying housewife was.
Everything in the press is true.
So you're saying Heather's...
Tamara.
Tamra, not Shannon.
Tamra was talking about Shannon's affair in the press, and now she's claiming she never said a word.
Okay, what do we think about Tamra's kid and the fact that they were going to get married in Vicky's backyard, and then we completely got rid of that storyline once they realized that they hate each other, and it's never going to happen. And look, I said this to Glammy, and I'm just going to say it, because comedic recap, and I'm not trying to be racist, but I called up Glammy the first day we saw this girl with those kids, and Glammy's like, oh, something about them being together. I'm like, Glammy, every one of those kids is like 2 years apart and a different ethnicity. This relationship will not last longer than 2 years. She gets married, has a kid, gets the whatever check, then gets divorced and moves on to the next one.
Audio, did you redo that, Mr. Robot? You went crazy. You had to redo that whole thing. Oh, mate, no, man. Oh, demon lions. I'm going to come and kill you in your sleep.
Do I hear bad? Do I sound bad to you too, Glammy?
Yeah, you sound like shit.
I know, I never.
And look at John just sitting there smirking.
Okay, hold on. How about now, everybody? Do we sound better now?
No, the Glenn is gone.
Well, I just want to see it. I'll bring Glammy back in. We hit the hour mark. We always get a bad audio in the hour. No, we all sound bad. Great. Okay, hold on. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Okay, everybody, we'll come right back. You wait right there. We'll come right back. So everybody just stay where you are.